Good afternoon. So Pogues, she's been real lonely. So I figured I'd give her a friend. So I went looking for a friend and, someone for Pogues to hang out with. And talking around, buddies at work, guys on job sites, and buddy's like, I got some kittens. But he's like, it's going to cost you. I was like, how much? He's like, oh, a couple grand for sure. I was like, whew, that's expensive for a kitten. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. I was like, oh yeah, what's that? He's like, I will throw in a dump trailer. I was like, deal. I will take a kitten for a couple $1,000s in exchange for this here dump trailer. Now she's rough. When I mean she's rough. But it's going to be perfect for my wood game. It's big enough that I can haul some, enough wood in it. It's small enough that it can get into the cutting areas real easy. And with the high sides, she's just right. She's rusty. And I mean rusty like... What year do you think this thing is? It's a 2008. Can you believe that much metal is gone? And I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Like, you can take it off. You can take it off by the chunk. Look at that. But the frame is ish okay. I say ish because there's some frame issues too. Look at this. It's a PJ. I didn't even know it was a PJ. I never looked at the title that closely. The fella I bought it from is a good guy. He gave me a fair price. At the end of the day, I wasn't gonna find one cheaper. I'm not gonna pick at it anymore. It's just gonna get worse. I'm not gonna find one any cheaper. And yeah. So he added these sides on within a year of this trailer being brand new. The sides, he brought up a good point. I think he might be onto something with this. The sides, he welded just whatever steel, trim-clad paint with a paintbrush in his driveway. The trailer was powder coated. 1 year apart in age. Look at the sides, hasn't been repainted since the day he put them on. Look at the trailer. And like, when I say it's thick, like it's thick. And although it needs some work, it is fully functional. I can plate it and take it out just the way it is. It's light enough that it doesn't require annual inspection where I live, so that's good. And other than like a few marker lights and a couple little welds, it's for hauling trash to the dump, which is what it's going to be used for all summer until wood season comes around. It's going to be just perfect. I might sandblast it, I might not. I am absolutely certainly going to clean it up some and paint it. The biggest problem areas that I found so far, now that I had a good look at it already, and I already knew, I haven't found anything that I didn't know already before I bought it. That's what I'm going to say. The biggest issues I've found so far was this brace here is cracked, right where the back of the hydraulic cylinder mounts. The box, like these side, for whatever reason, these side supports, like the box in the sides to give it strength and rigidity, they are the worst part of the whole trailer. Everything else is not too bad. The frame is actually the trailer frame. It's like two separate frames. There's like the dump box frame and the trailer frame. This frame, it's not actually box tubing. It's two pieces of C-channel welded together. So it's actually in a lot better shape than it looks. But the box frame on the dump, there's one area right by the tire here. That's the one area I found that has issues. But I can plate it, I can fish plate it and make it good enough. It doesn't need to last 20 years, it just needs to last a few seasons. And then I'll pass it on to the next guy for a yard trailer. But yeah, it's going to be perfect. So we'll be working on that a little bit here and there. I'll probably plate it later today when I start cleaning out my shop to make way for the other thing that I got, which we will talk about in future videos. I have to reorganize my shop. I have to reorganize my lean-to, which you guys have never seen because it's just packed from front to back with mostly trash and things that I've been hanging on to for no good reason. So the plan is I'm going to swap the battery in the trailer. That is going to happen. I'm going to plate it. I'm going to leave it as is. And I'm going to start piling it full of garbage. And when it's full, I'm going to haul it to the dump. And I'm going to put it to work right away. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked on it. It's certainly going to make my life easier. I figure this dump trailer will certainly save handling the wood at least twice. Just because I'll be able to get it closer to the cutting area. And hopefully right to exactly where the tree's laying on the ground. And when I get home, I don't have to unload it. I can just dump it. So for that reason alone, it's worth it. Plus, this is something that's handy to have because I don't have like a big skid steer trailer or whatever, but I've got friends that do. So I kind of, when I got the idea to buy a dump trailer, I realized nobody I knew had one, which makes an excellent trade thing, you know. So I'll borrow my dump trailer to whoever if I need to borrow a skid steer trailer to haul a skid steer home, so on and so forth. So it's an excellent bargaining chip in the barter community. So yeah, there she is. I'm pretty stoked on it. It tows really nice too, and it towed really nice on the way home actually. She's a little narrow because she's only 5x10, and only having those small mirrors on the truck make it a little hard to see in the mirrors, but you can see enough of it. Basically, if you can see the trailer, you're not backing it up straight. That's kind of how that goes down. It's in pretty good shape. Now the worst part about it is those supports, but I can have new ones made. It's the battery compartment. That battery is nasty, but I got, I think, 3 batteries that are good enough to put in a dump trailer. And I'm also going to do something that nobody ever seems to do on these things, and I'm going to put a switch in to isolate it so I can shut it off, because everything seems to put a drain on a battery. It's nice to have a switch on them. So if I put a switch on the trailer and disconnect the battery when it's not in service, it should help maintain it. Also, just probably leave it on a trickle charger. But yeah, the jack works beautifully, the tongue works beautifully, all the lights work except for the 2 on the driver's side here. This one in the corner and this one on the fender. This one I pulled out. I'll pick up a couple marker lights for it and she'll be good to go. Man, look at that. And it's funny, this kind of rust it's bad, but it always looks a little worse than it actually is. But it is actually bad. Yeah, I drug home some more junk. But at least this junk can haul away other junk. Useful junk. Anyway, thought I'd share that with y'all. If you're looking for a dump trailer, good luck. Man, I don't know. I don't understand the dump trailer game. It's like the lumber business right now. I don't understand why lumber's so much, and I don't understand why dump trailers cost so much. But they do.